Hey, Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia. It's Monday, April 10th, and I'm your trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes and sponsors every single week, there is something for everyone. This week, we're partnering with Dented Feels for an entire week of underdog, comeback, and redemption trivia. Dented Feels is a redemption story about an artist's struggle to reclaim his misappropriated artwork. After being betrayed by his collaborators, Denton teamed up with a group of supporters and launched the Dented Feels. The art collection became a beacon of hope for artist empowerment in Web3. The recent expansion, Dented Dreams and Mood Swings, allows collectors to customize their art and personalize the meaning of their struggles. Denton's journey is embedded in every piece of art, chronicling the emotions of struggle and triumph forever on the blockchain. We are dented, not broken. This week, we're giving away Dented Feels NFTs, Dented Feels trade packs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. So let's get the day started with question number 1. Who won the 2019 Masters tournament in golf? Is it A, Tiger Woods, B, Phil Mickelson, C, Jordan Spieth, or D, Rory McIlroy? He made a remarkable comeback to win the 2019 Masters tournament after years of struggling with injuries and personal issues. This was his first major victory in over a decade, and he did it in a dramatic fashion by sinking a putt on the 18th hole to secure his win. It was also his 5th win at the Masters, tying him for the 2nd most wins of all time. Our answer: A, the legendary Tiger Woods was able to return to the course after his surgeries, but he struggled with his game and was no longer the dominant force he once was. His rankings in the official World Golf Ranking dropped to as low as 1,199 in 2017, a far cry from the #1 ranking he had held for a record of 683 weeks earlier in his career. Now, moving on to question number 2, which band made a comeback in their album 13 in 2013, their first album with the original lineup in over 35 years? Is it A, Led Zeppelin, B, Pink Floyd, C, Black Sabbath, or D, AC/DC? They are a pioneering heavy metal band, and they made an incredible comeback with their 2013 album, 13. The album marked their first release with the original lineup in 35 years, consisting of lead vocalist Ozzy Osbourne, guitarist Tony Iommi, bassist Geezer Butler, and drummer Bill Ward. The album was a huge success, debuting at #1 on the US Billboard 200 chart, making C, Black Sabbath's first album to do so. It was also produced by Rick Rubin, a renowned producer known for working with legendary artists such as Johnny Cash, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Metallica. Now, on to question number 3, sponsored by our friends at Jarritos. It's a little hot out there. I'm drinking watermelon, sandia, refreshing, delicious. Jarritos is the official beverage of Freckle Trivia. Salud.
Tell your mouth to try us, cause we taste super good. Super good, super good, super good. Oh. Super good, super good, super good. Oh. Cause we just taste super good.
Jarritos!
Thanks, Jarritos. Now on to question number 3. What famous actor broke into their neighbor's Malibu home and passed out in their bedroom? Is it A, Leonardo DiCaprio, B, Brad Pitt, C, Robert Downey Jr., or D, Shia LaBeouf? He has had a tumultuous past with addiction and legal troubles. In 1996, he broke into a neighbor's home and passed out in their bedroom, and he was found by the homeowners and the police were called. Our answer: C, Robert Downey Jr. was arrested and charged with trespassing and drug possession. This is one of many incidents that led to his multiple stints in rehab and eventual comeback as one of Hollywood's most successful actors, most notably for his portrayal as Iron Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now on to question number 4. Who did the United States defeat in the Miracle on Ice? Is it A, the Soviet Union, B, Canada, C, Sweden, or D, Finland? The Miracle on Ice was a historic upset victory of the United States men's ice hockey team over the heavily favored A, Soviet Union during the 1980 Winter Olympics. The US team, made up of amateur and collegiate players, defeated the experienced Soviet team, made up of professional players, with a score of 4-3. The game was played in the midst of the Cold War, and it became a symbol of the political tensions between the US and the Soviet Union. The victory was celebrated as one of the greatest moments in American sports history and helped boost national morale during a time of political and economic uncertainty. And now, moving on to the final question of the day. What is the name of the prison where Andy Dufresne was incarcerated in the movie The Shawshank Redemption? Is it A, Alcatraz, B, Sing Sing, C, San Quentin, or D, Shawshank State Penitentiary? Andy Dufresne, the protagonist of The Shawshank Redemption, faced many hardships during his time in prison, but he never gave up hope for a better future. After years of wrongful imprisonment at the Shawshank State Penitentiary for a crime he did not commit, he finally made a daring escape and fled to Mexico, where he could start a new life. This was a remarkable comeback for Andy, who had been wrongly imprisoned and suffered unimaginable abuse and torment in prison. In the end, his perseverance and determination paid off, and he was able to reclaim his freedom and rebuild his life. His story serves as a powerful reminder of the human spirit's resilience and capacity for triumph over adversity. And that concludes today's round of Underdog Trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing today. And thanks to our sponsors for the week, Dented Feels. Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another round of Underdog Trivia, and thanks for playing. Hey Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia. It's Tuesday, April 11th, and I'm your Daily Trivia host, Ian Feiner, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes of trivia and prizes every single week, there's truly something for everyone. This week, we're partnering with Dented Feels for an entire week of Underdog, Comeback, and Redemption Trivia. Dented Feels is a redemption story about an artist's struggle to claim his misappropriated artwork. After being betrayed by his collaborators, Denton teamed up with a group of supporters and launched Dented Feels. The art collection became a beacon of hope for artist empowerment in Web3. And the recent expansion, Dented Dreams and Mood Swings, allows collectors to customize their art and personalize the meaning of their struggles. Denton's journey is embedded in every piece of artwork, chronicling the emotions of struggle and triumph forever on the blockchain. We are dented, not broken. This week, we're giving away Dented Feels NFTs, Dented Feels trade packs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. And just as a reminder, our Forever Pass presale is now live. So if you're a Trivia OG, make sure you jump in our Discord, check out those OG announcements to get the presale link and password and secure your Forever Pass today. So let's get the day started with question number 1. What MLB team won the 2004 World Series after being down 3-0 in the championship series? Is it A, the New York Yankees, B, the Boston Red Sox, C, the St. Louis Cardinals, or D, the Los Angeles Dodgers? The MLB team that won the 2004 World Series after being down 3-0 in the AL Championship was B, the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox faced the New York Yankees in the American League Championship Series and lost the first 3 games of the series. However, the Red Sox went on to win the next 4 games, becoming the first team in MLB history to come back from a 3-0 deficit in a 7-game series. The historic comeback was dubbed the Boston Red Sox 2004 Miracle, and it ended an 86-year drought without a World Series title for the team. Moving on to question number 2, who betrayed Jesus to the Roman authorities, leading to his crucifixion? Is it A, Mary Magdalene, B, Judas, C, Pontius Pilate, or D, Simon Peter? According to the Bible, he was one of Jesus' 12 apostles, and he received 30 pieces of silver for his betrayal. After the act, B. Judas reportedly suffered from guilt and remorse and returned the money he received to the chief priests and elders before ultimately hanging himself. The name Judas has since become synonymous with treachery and betrayal in popular culture. And now on to question number 3, sponsored by our friends at FigPin. FigPin is one of the official collectibles of Freckle Trivia. Check out this video from FigPin. Thanks, FigPin. Now on to question number 3. In the book, Les Miserables, who is the main character that experiences redemption? Is it A, Inspector Javert, B, Napoleon, C, Fantine, or D, Jean Valjean? His journey of redemption is a central theme of the book, as he transforms from a hardened criminal to a kind and selfless man who dedicates his life to helping others. The character was inspired by real-life ex-convict named Eugene Francois Vidocq, who later becomes a successful private detective and was appointed as the chief of the Sûreté Nationale as a predecessor to the French's police force. Vidocq's own story of redemption and transformation likely influenced author Victor Hugo's portrayal of D. Jean Valjean. Now, on to question number 4. What Super Bowl winning quarterback was signed as an undrafted free agent and previously worked as a grocery store clerk? Is it A, Joe Montana, B, Tom Brady, C, Brett Favre, or D, Kurt Warner? After not being drafted in the 1994 NFL Draft, Warner spent a year playing arena football and later played in the NFL Europe before finally getting his chance with the St. Louis Rams in 1998. He went on to lead the Rams to 2 Super Bowls, winning one, and later played for the Arizona Cardinals. Our answer, D. Kurt Warner's rise from obscurity to becoming one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL is considered one of the greatest underdog stories in sports history. And for the final question of the day, question number 5, what is the name of the 2018 autobiography written by David Goggins? Is it A, Can't Hurt Me, B, The Obstacle is the Way, C, Extreme Ownership, or D, Mind Gym? David Goggins, a retired Navy SEAL and ultra-marathon runner, is known for his remarkable comeback story. After facing numerous obstacles in his life, including childhood abuse, poverty, and obesity, he went on to become one of the toughest endurance athletes in the world. In 2007, he entered the Badwater Ultramarathon, a 135-mile race through Death Valley in California, with only a few months of training. Despite suffering from severe dehydration, hallucinations, and other physical ailments, he finished the race in 3rd place. This accomplishment helped launch his career as an ultra athlete and motivational speaker. His first book is titled A, Can't Hurt Me. And that concludes today's round of Underdog Trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing today. And thanks to our sponsors for the week, Dented Feels. Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. And again, if you're an OG, check out those OG announcements as we have a Forever Pass presale live now. We'll see you again tomorrow for another round of Underdog Trivia, and thanks for playing. Hey, Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia. It's Wednesday, April 12th, and I'm your Daily Trivia host, Ian Feiner, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes and prizes every single week, there is something for everyone. This week, we're partnering up with Dented Feels for an entire week of underdog, comeback, and redemption Trivia. Dented Feels is a redemption story about an artist's struggle to reclaim his misappropriated artwork. After being betrayed by his collaborators, Denton teamed up with a group of supporters and launched Dented Feels. The art collection became a beacon of hope for artists' empowerment in Web 3, and the recent expansion, Dented Dreams and Mood Swings, allows collectors to customize their art and personalize the meaning of their struggles. Denton's journey is embedded in every piece of artwork, chronicling the emotions of struggle and triumph forever on the blockchain. We are dented, not broken. This week, we're giving away Dented Feels NFTs, Dented Feels trade packs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. And just a friendly reminder that our Forever Pass presale is now live. So if you're a Trivia OG, hop in the Discord, check out those OG announcements, and secure your Forever Pass during the presale period. Now, let's get the day started with question 1. Who played Rudy in the 1993 film Rudy? Is it A, Matt Damon, B, Sean Astin, C, Tom Cruise, or D, Kevin Costner? He has said that filming the movie was physically and emotionally demanding. He had to gain weight and muscle to portray the character accurately and was constantly battered and bruised from the physical scenes. Our answer, B, Sean Astin, was also emotionally invested in the role, as he found Rudy's story of overcoming the odds and pursuing his dreams incredibly inspiring. In fact, Astin has said that the scene where Rudy finally gets to play in the game was so emotional for him that he cried, even though he knew the outcome of the game from the film's screenplay. Moving on to the next question, question number 2. Who is the protagonist of A Christmas Carol who goes through a redemption arc? Is it A, Bob Cratchit, B, Jacob Marley, C, Tiny Tim, or D, Ebenezer Scrooge? A Christmas Carol is a timeless classic written by Charles Dickens and first published in 1843. The story is about a miserly old man named D, Ebenezer Scrooge, who is visited by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. Through these visits, Scrooge is shown the error of his ways and the impact that his selfishness and greed has had on those around him. Over the course of the story, Scrooge goes through a profound transformation, becoming a kind and generous man who embraces the true spirit of Christmas. Moving on to question number 3, sponsored by our friends at Jarritos. Jarritos is the official beverage of Freckle Trivia. Salud.
Tell your mouth to try us, cause we taste super good. Super good, super good, super good. Super good, super good, super good. Cause we just taste super good.
Jarritos! Thanks, Jarritos. Now on to question number 3. What is the name of the play that Abraham Lincoln attended when he was assassinated? Is it A, The Importance of Being Earnest, B, Our American Cousin, C, A Streetcar Named Desire, or D, Romeo and Juliet? After being defeated in the 1858 Senate race by Stephen A. Douglas, Abraham Lincoln made a political comeback in the 1860 presidential election, winning the nomination for the Republican Party and eventually becoming the 16th president of the United States. During his presidency, Lincoln faced immense challenges such as the Civil War and issue of slavery, but his leadership and determination eventually led to the Union's victory and the abolition of slavery with the passage of the 13th Amendment. The name of the play that Lincoln attended when he was assassinated is B, Our American Cousin. Now on to question number 4. Who was the leader of the French Empire that was dethroned and exiled but made a comeback? Is it A, Louis XVIII, B, Napoleon Bonaparte, C, Louis Philippe I, or D, Hannibal Barca? After being dethroned and exiled, our answer, B, Napoleon Bonaparte escaped from the island of Elba and returned to France in 1815 to reclaim his empire. He was able to march on Paris and regain control of the country for a short period known as the 100 Days. However, he was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815 and was exiled again, this time to the island of St. Helena, where he died 6 years later. Despite his ultimate defeat, Napoleon's legacy and impact on European history is significant, particularly in the fields of law, education, and infrastructure. And now for the final question of the day, question number 5. Who was imprisoned in 1962 in South Africa, but later became the president of the country? Is it A, Cyril Ramaphosa, B, Malcolm X, C, Mahatma Gandhi, or D, Nelson Mandela? While imprisoned, he was forced to perform hard labor in a lime quarry, which damaged his eyesight. He was released from prison after 27 years, and after becoming president, he worked to reconcile South Africa's divided population and establish a multiracial democracy. Our answer, D, Nelson Mandela, was finally released in 1990 and became the first black president of South Africa in 1994, following the end of apartheid. He is widely regarded as a hero and symbol of hope, not only in South Africa, but worldwide, for his tireless efforts in the fight against oppression and his commitment to equality and justice. And that concludes today's round of Underdog Trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing, and thanks to our sponsors for the week, Dented Feels. Make sure you jump in our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. And OGs, make sure you check out that OG announcement channel for the link to our pre-sale and secure yours today. We'll see you again tomorrow for another round of Underdog Trivia, and thanks for playing. Hey Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia. It's Thursday, April 13th, and I'm your Daily Trivia host, Ian Feiner, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes and prizes every single week, there's something for everyone. This week, we're partnering with Dented Feels for an entire week of underdog, comeback, and redemption trivia. Dented Feels is a redemption story about an artist's struggle to reclaim his misappropriated artwork. After being betrayed by his collaborators, Denton teamed up with a group of supporters and launched Dented Feels. The art of the collection became a beacon of hope for artist empowerment in Web3. The recent expansion, Dented Dreams and Mood Swings, allows collectors to customize their art and personalize the meaning of their own struggles. Denton's journey is embedded in each piece of art, chronicling the emotions of struggle and triumph forever on the blockchain. We are dented, not broken. This week, we're giving away Dented Feels NFTs, Dented Feels trade packs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. Let's get the day started with question 1. Who played the lead role in the 1996 film Jerry Maguire? Is it A, Brad Pitt, B, Tom Cruise, C, George Clooney, or D, Ben Affleck? After a string of box office disappointments in the early 1990s, he made a comeback with his performance in Jerry Maguire. The film, which was released in 1996, received critical acclaim and was a commercial success. Our answer, B, Tom Cruise's portrayal of the titular character, a sports agent who experiences a crisis of conscience and tries to start his own agency with just one client, earned him a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Actor. The film's famous line, "Show me the money," became a cultural phenomenon and is still referenced in pop culture today. Cruise's career resurgence continued with roles in other successful films like Mission Impossible and Eyes Wide Shut. Now, on to question number 2. Which team made a comeback in the 2016 NBA Finals to win the championship after trailing 3-1 in the series? Is it A, the Golden State Warriors, B, the Cleveland Cavaliers, C, the Miami Heat, or D, the LA Lakers? In 2016, they made a historic comeback in the NBA Finals to defeat the Golden State Warriors and win the championship. After losing the first 2 games of the series, the B, Cleveland Cavaliers, won Game 3 but lost in Game 4, putting them in a 3-1 hole. Many thought the series was over, as no team had ever come back from such a deficit in the finals. However, led by LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, the Cavaliers won Game 5 and Game 6 to force a Game 7. In a tense and dramatic final game, the Cavaliers pulled out the win to secure the franchise's first ever NBA championship. Now moving on to the next question, question number 3, sponsored by our friends at FigPin. FigPin is one of the official collectibles of Freckle Trivia. Check out this video from FigPin. Thanks, FigPin. Now on to question number 3. What football team overcame a 28-3 deficit to win the Super Bowl in 2017? Is it A, the New England Patriots, B, the Atlanta Falcons, C, the Philadelphia Eagles, or D, the Pittsburgh Steelers? This was the largest comeback in Super Bowl history, and they scored 31 unanswered points in the second half to win the game in overtime. Interestingly, the Patriots also had overcome a 25-point deficit in the 2015 Super Bowl, making them the only team in NFL history to win 2 Super Bowls by trailing more than 10 points. The 2017 Super Bowl victory was the 5th for A, the New England Patriots, cementing their dynasty as one of the most successful franchises in NFL history. Now, on to question number 4. Which country, ranked 51st in the world, famously won the 2004 European Football Championship by defeating Portugal in the final? Is it A, Greece, B, Spain, C, Italy, or D, Germany? In the 2004 European Football Championship, they became one of the biggest underdog stories in sports history by winning the tournament. A, Greece, ranked just 51st in the world and had little international success in the sport, entered the tournament as a massive underdog. However, they managed to win their first ever match in a major tournament, defeating hosts Portugal 2-1 in the opening game of the tournament. They then went on to win 2 more group stage matches, drawing 1, and qualified for the knockout stage. In the knockout stage, they upset reigning champions France in the quarterfinals and then beat the Czech Republic in the semis before facing Portugal again in the final. Against all odds, Greece won the final 1-0, shocking the football world and creating one of the most memorable upsets in sports history. Now, for the final question of the day, question 5. In the original Rocky film, what is the name of the fighter that Rocky Balboa is given a shot at fighting for the heavyweight championship? Is it A, Apollo Creed, B, Clubber Lang, C, Ivan Drago, or D, Thunderlips? Rocky was an underdog working as a debt collector for a loan shark and barely making ends meet. However, he got the chance of a lifetime when the originally scheduled fighter dropped out due to injury. Despite being given little chance of winning, Rocky trained hard and fought a valiant fight against A, Apollo Creed, lasting all 15 rounds and even knocking Creed down. Although Rocky ultimately lost the fight, he proved himself as a worthy competitor and earned the respect of Creed and the boxing world, setting the stage for his future comebacks and many sequel films. And that concludes today's round of Underdog Trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing today. And thanks to our sponsors for the week, Dented Feels. Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our weekly prize raffles. And hey, if you're a trivia OG and haven't yet secured your Forever Pass, don't forget, the pre-sale is live now. Check out those OG announcements for the link and password and get yours today. We'll see you again tomorrow for the final round of Underdog Trivia. And thanks for playing. Hey Freckle family, welcome back for another episode of Freckle TV's Daily Trivia TGIFF. Thank God it's Freckle Fridays, April 14th, and I'm your Daily Trivia host, Ian Feiner, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia is the only Web3 game where you can answer 5 questions every day to win incredible prizes from our sponsors. And with different themes of trivia and prize sponsors every single week, there's something for everyone. This week, we've been partnering with Dented Feels for an entire week of underdog, comeback, and redemption trivia. And we're giving away Dented Feels NFTs, trait packs, laser engravings, Jarritos soda, FigPins, Diamond Select collectibles, and more. And just a reminder, our Forever Pass pre-sale is now live. If you haven't gotten yours yet, make sure you bother Alex Scale in the Discord, and maybe you'll just get that link and password for this very exclusive pre-sale. So, let's get the last day of the week started with question number 1. Who is the basketball player that was once addicted to drugs, served jail time, and later made a comeback to the NBA and won multiple championships? Is it A, Ray Allen, B, Tim Duncan, C, Dennis Rodman, or D, Muggsy Bogues? Known for his flamboyant style and colorful personality on and off the court, he was key player on the Chicago Bulls team that won 3 consecutive championships in the 1990s. However, before his successful career in the NBA, our answer, C. Dennis Rodman, struggled with addiction and was even homeless for a short time. He turned his life around and became one of the best rebounders and defenders in NBA history. In addition to his success on the court, he also had a successful career in entertainment, including acting and reality television, and is friends with Kim Jong-un. Now moving on to question number 2. In the 2019 NCAA men's basketball tournament, who was the 16th seed team that upset the first-seeded Virginia Cavaliers? Is it A. Gardner-Webb, B. UMBC, C. North Dakota State, or D. Iona? In the 2019 NCAA men's basketball tournament, the University of Virginia Cavaliers were the top-seeded team in the entire tournament, considered by many to be the favorites to win the entire championship. However, in a stunning upset, they were defeated in their first game by the 16th seeded University of Maryland, Baltimore County Retrievers, or B, UMBC. This marked the first time in the history of the NCAA tournament that a 16th seeded team had defeated a first seeded team. In the 2023 tournament, FDU joined UMBC to be the only 16 seeded teams to beat a number 1 team. Now, moving on to question 3. Question 3, sponsored by our friends at Jarritos, the official beverage of Freckle Trivia. Salud.
Tell your mouth to try us, cause we taste super good. Super good, super good, super good. Super good, super good, super good. Cause we just taste super good.
Jarritos!
Thanks, Jarritos. Now on to question number 3. What female tennis player made a comeback after a 15-month suspension for drug use to then win the 2018 French Open? Is it A. Venus Williams, B. Serena Williams, C. Maria Sharapova, or D. Naomi Osaka? A 5-time Grand Slam champion, tested positive for meldonium at the 2016 Australia Open and was subsequently suspended from the competition. After serving her suspension, she returned to the court and won her first tournament back, the 2016 Tianjin Open in China. Our answer, C. Maria Sharapova then went on to win the 2018 International Biennale d'Italia and ultimately the French Open, becoming the first Russian woman to win the tournament in over a decade. Now on to question number 4. Who was the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War? Is it A. George Washington, B. Thomas Jefferson, C. Ben Franklin, or D. John Adams? Before the Revolutionary War, he was a successful Virginia planter, but he had little experience in commanding a large conventional military formation. Despite this, he emerged as the most important military leader during the war, known for his tactical brilliance, leadership skills, and unwavering determination. After the war, our answer, A. George Washington retired to his plantation, but was later persuaded to serve as the first president of the United States, where he played a critical role in establishing many of the country's foundational institutions and traditions. And now, for the final question of the week, what actor once aspired to play in the NFL and played in the Canadian Football League? Is it A. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, B. Arnold Schwarzenegger, C. Sylvester Stallone, or D. Vin Diesel? Before he became a household name, he had aspirations of playing in the National Football League. After playing college football at the University of Miami, he went undrafted in the 1995 NFL Draft. Our answer, of course, A. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was able to sign with the Calgary Stampeders of the Canadian Football League, but was ultimately cut just a few months on the team. He then turned his attention to professional wrestling, where he found great success as The Rock and became one of the biggest stars in WWE history. After retiring from wrestling, we all know the story, Johnson transitioned to acting and has starred in numerous blockbuster films, including the Fast and the Furious franchise, Jumanji, and Moana. He is one of the biggest forces to be reckoned with in Hollywood. And that concludes today's round of Underdog Trivia. I've been your host, Ian Feiner, and thank you so much for playing this week, and thanks to our sponsors, Dented Feels. Make sure you jump on our Discord server, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our prize raffles. Now make sure you pay attention and turn those notifications on Twitter and in the Discord, because we'll be announcing our mint for the Forever and Gold Passes happening on Magic Eden's Ethereum Genesis Marketplace and Launchpad in the next week or so. And if you're a Trivia OG, make sure you check out those OG announcements, because we are live in our pre-sale and you can secure yours today for the best price the Forever Passes will ever be. We'll see you again next week for another round of trivia, and thanks for playing.